What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Last time, we completed the Champion's Ballad, saw the rest of the memories that were associated with Kaz's unfinished song, and got ourselves a sweet-ass motorcycle! In this episode, with everything done and taken care of, we are ready to take on Ganon. Now, you may have noticed that I was basically hyping up the compendium, and then there is no compendium this time. That's because there are a few things that we can only get in the fight against Ganon. Like, we can't even buy those pictures. We have to face off against Ganon in order to get 3 items. Those 3 items, in case you want to know, one of them is a weapon, and then the last 2 are monsters. So, different forms of Ganon and a special weapon that we will get in the boss fight. So, we have that to go through first, and then I guess once we've officially hit post-game, then I can show off the compendium. So, not quite the order I wanted, but that's just the way that things go. Before we actually go to Hyrule Castle, though, there is something else that I want to show off first. And it's something that I haven't done throughout the entirety of the project, and that is amiibo support. This game came with its own different sets of amiibos and amiibo functionality. That's a shame because there was one thing that I wanted to try to implement at some point, but just couldn't find a good place to actually, you know, make use of it, which is a little bit of a shame. But let's go ahead. I think we might actually just, there is no just specific amiibo thing. I think we just have to just just use the amiibo figure on the gamepad. So, I have some of the Breath of the Wild amiibo. In case you're wondering, I have Daruk, I have a Bokoblin, I have Mipha, I have Rider Link, and I have Zelda. I believe that is it. Let me check my amiibo collection real quick. Alright, there was one other one that I missed, and that is Archer Link. And I also wanted to grab something else. And I'll show that one off later. Alright, so let's go ahead and show off the amiibo functionality. So, first off, we're going to use Daruk. So, we put Daruk's figure and put it on the gamepad. It's not doing anything. Maybe there is something that Options. Amiibo! Use amiibo! There we go! Amiibo rune. There we go. Now we can actually use it. Weird that that's an actual just functionality that you can toggle. Alright, so now let's go ahead and use Daruk. So, Daruk's amiibo gives us plenty of flint and rock salt, and a chest, which has a really good stone smasher. Actually, stone smasher, isn't that... No, that's boulder breaker, but it's still a pretty good thing. Yes, that is probably something else that I should show off. I have gone ahead and gotten all of the special champion weapons. So I have the Light Skill Trident, I have Boulder Breaker, I've got the Scimitar of the Seven, I have the Great Eagle Bow, and I have Daybreaker on me. I figured this is the best time to actually use this equipment is on the final boss. So, may as well. Alright, next up, since...
Mipha's Grace is ready.
Oh, cool. Mipha's Grace is ready. Wait, what? I guess I just scanned the amiibo? Yeah, there we go. So that was the Mipha amiibo. So the Mipha amiibo brings a ton of fish falling from the sky. Lots of different fish. Oh no, the carp got crushed by the chest. And the chest has a silver scale spear. Okay, so those are the two champions that I have. I don't have a Rivali and I don't have an Urbosa. But I can show off a few other ones. So let's go ahead and show the Bokoblin amiibo. Bokoblin gives meat! Lots and lots of meat! And there's a blood moon coming. And it has a dragon bone Boko spear. Of what's in the chest. Well, I guess may as well just show off the blood moon one final time. We're not gonna have it again, so may as well. Get a little bit of space so I can very clearly see it. Hello, blood moon. This will be the final time that you ever show your ugly face in this world. Because we are fighting Ganon once we're done here. Alright, so, next off with the specialty amiibo, we have Archer Link. So, it's Link basically holding a bow with an ancient arrow, kind of like his E3 trailer. And that gives a ton of crap. Carp. Meat. Lots of fish and meat. And a chest with a royal bow? Pretty good royal bow, too. Okay, okay. That's a quick shot on that one. I really don't need this Fenric bow. Hello. Final bits of equipment before we actually take on Ganon. Alright, next we have Rider Link. So it's Link on top of a horse. Mushrooms! Oh god! Lots of mushrooms on that amiibo. And the chest, which contains bomb arrows. Alright, cool. Alright, so that just leaves 3 amiibo left. I think these are all specialty ones. So, first one we're going to show off is Zelda. Now, I think this also works with, like, the Smash Brothers Zelda and maybe some of the other Legend of Zelda ones. But I specifically have the Breath of the Wild Zelda. So that one are herbs. Herbs, carrots, and a chest that contains an opal. Alright. So, next, we are going to try some... So those are... Let me preface this. Those are all of the Breath of the Wild amiibo that I have. Those are all specific to the Breath of the Wild line of amiibo. But I have 2 other regular Zelda amiibo that I want to try to show off. The first one is the Smash Brothers Ganondorf amiibo. Alright, barrels. I don't think it really does much. Illumina Stone. Alright, I'm not entirely sure that really did much of anything. Might be some crap in there. I guess it's only in Twilight Princess HD that the Ganondorf amiibo really does anything. But speaking of Twilight Princess, the last thing that I want to show is the Twilight Princess Wolf Link and Midna amiibo. So if we scan this amiibo in... we have Wolf Link! Look at him! We can tell him to stay. And we can tell him to follow us. So, this is actually really nice and just something that I wanted to show off at some point. Because you'll see that he has a ton of hearts. Good boy! So, he has a ton of hearts, not because, you know, he's just a specialty amiibo, but because this is the same Wolf Link that we had from Twilight Princess HD, when I did the Let's Play of that a long time ago. So when I did that, there was the Arbiter's Grounds that once you kind of got to the bottom, there was sort of like a sort of high score that you got at the end. And if you scanned your Wolf-Link amiibo then it would transfer over however many hearts you had at the end of the Arbiter's Grounds and transfer it to Wolf-Link. So this is something that I would have really liked to have shown off, because it's just a really cool, neat little extra and also ties in with that Let's Play. But unfortunately, again, there just wasn't really a good opportunity to, like, go, oh, hey, yeah, here's this Wolf-Link from a very old Let's Play that I did. So he's gonna follow us around for a little bit. Like, it just didn't seem like a good opportunity to actually bring him along with us. And apparently Wolf-Link really hates nature. Also hates shoes. So yeah, those are all of the amiibos that I have. And I think maybe some other regular amiibo might work. Here. I'm gonna use Smash Brothers Pikachu, because that was the first thing that I saw. Okay, so yeah, so any other amiibo just kind of gives you an assortment of random crap. Go ahead and put that back. Wolf-Link is going to be a little bit of a nuisance. I actually kind of wonder, how fast can Wolf-Link travel? Can he keep up with my motorcycle? He can get pretty far. Yeah, he can get pretty far. He can't exactly keep up with it, but he can actually, you know, make some reasonable ground. So that's interesting. Bunny hop. Alright, so those are all of the amiibo functionality that I can show off. There's other amiibo that I don't have in the set. Obviously, I don't have Rivali and I don't have Urbosa. There might be a few other, like, Link variants that I don't have. There is the Guardian that I do have, but is in its box, and I'm not going to take it out of its box. So, that is another thing that is also part of the set, but we're not being able to show off. So I just wanted to show off that little bit of amiibo functionality, since there really wasn't a good time to show that off elsewhere in the project. Man, I was kind of hoping that maybe I could have had... Oh, well. Maybe during the Champions Ballot I could have shown off Wolf-Link a bit more, but what's done is done. For now, that's all the amiibos shown off. The reason why we're not doing the compendium beforehand. Let's go ahead and take on Ganon. There is a little bit of extra prep work that I probably could do, and I'm specifically talking about going to Hetsu and maybe getting a couple extra slots, but honestly, I don't think it's really that necessary. I could also go buy regular arrows, but I also don't think it'll be that necessary. I did go and make myself a lot of extra food. You can only have 3 different pages full of food. So that kind of sucks. But we do have plenty of food at our disposal. I definitely could have gotten rid of a lot of this crap that really isn't going to help out all that much. But we have plenty of recovery items to help us get through this. We're really not going to need all of that. In fact, I'd be honestly a bit surprised if we even need to use any piece of food for recovery. Yeah, I figured. And I also can't use Amiibo. So I can't, at the very least, here. I really doubt that I can bring Wolf-Link into this. Yeah. No Amiibo can be brought in here. Alright, so that just means that we need to get on over to where Ganon is. Okay. Oh, jeez, who's shooting at me? Uh-oh. Link! Okay, well, with any luck, we might actually have a full set of Daruk's protection by the end of this. Or at least before we actually go and fight Ganon. Okay. So, thankfully, we've already been to where Ganon resides. So, that isn't going to be, well, a big question on whether or not we can get there, because we already have. I missed. Thankfully, so did he. Alright. So now all we have to do is just find some way of being able to get out of here. I think if I head on over this way... Wow! How on earth did I sneak up on him? I wasn't even trying to be sneaky. Oh well, whatever. Whatever works. Again, our purpose is to just reach where Ganon resides. And I think we can actually get out this way. This will take us over to the main chamber. And take out the Lizalfos that are in our way. A little bit of a shame because it's using up my charges of the Master Sword, and I really don't want to use it all my charges yet. But that's just what we're going to have to deal with. I mean, hey, if the Master Sword is helpful in just reaching where Ganon is, and I just have to use all my other crap, well then so be it. Okay. So, he's gonna chase us.
Daruk's protection is
Oh wow, that is really fast. Okay, cool. We at least got that going for us. Now we just need to make our way on over to the Great Hall. It's gonna be full of monsters that we don't really care about, so we're just gonna rush on through. Alright. Perfect. Alright. So now we just need to get on up to the actual throne room. Again, we've already been up there before, so it's not going to be an issue of... What the heck? May as well. Maybe not use the Great Eagle Bow on that. Alright. So where exactly does that lead us? It leads us down that way. If we just follow the main road up this way, though, we'll be able to get to where we need to be. There's plenty of turrets. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. It's this area. Okay. Okay. If I can. I do not want to be stuck in here because I know what happens. Crap, it's raining. Okay, so this is where I got stun locked before. I like how I'm making it just fire uncontrollably in that direction. Like I'm pushing the fire button. No stun lock today! Ooh, ancient core too. Alright, so if we just follow the road this way, I think we will be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. We're definitely heading in the right direction. Freaking Skywatchers, and more of them. If only there was a piece of armor equipment that allowed you to ignore the rain while climbing. That would have been such a great armor to have. Okay. The water there should be a great way for me to just make a little bit of a shortcut. So we go ahead, climb on up. It is now no longer raining. Thank goodness. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Okay, good. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. There it is. That is... Uh-oh. Yep! Just run, just run, just run! Ow. Alright. I mean, it seems a little ridiculous, but I also have way too many healing items. So we'll just do that. And we've made it. We've made it to... basically the sanctum of Hyrule Castle. It's been a long time coming. Gone through so many trials, so many shrines and challenges. And now it's time to fight Ganon.
Link. 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 I'm sorry, but my power isn't strong enough. I can't hold.
Has finally come. Brace yourself, Ganon, for the sting of my revenge!
This will be our final opportunity. We will not fail.
Let's go, little guy. Now, open up wide, Ganon!
100 years in the making. Hold on, Princess. Our moment has arrived.
And now we fight... Damn it! Calamity Ganon! With the power of the Divine Beast, they managed to knock him down to half HP. I'm on fire. Thankfully, we also have Daruk's protection to help reflect. Oh, jeez. I probably should use my Great Eagle Bow at this point. Damn it! I mean, I was actually hitting the weak spot. Come on. Okay, I'm being very reckless, but I also have the opportunity to be reckless. That's not good. Okay, we're still doing fine. And now he's got a shield. Damn it! How hard is it to try to get into the updraft? Okay, so unfortunately, he's got his shield going. I think we got to... Yeah. We have to reflect it back at him. Because every good Ganon fight has to have a tennis match. Oh! And a Flurry Rush can work just as well. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Aha! Parrying works just as well. I guess it's sort of like a tennis match, but with beams. Okay. Let's do this. Haha! Eat it, Ganon!
Ganon. Ganon was born out of a dark past. He is a pure embodiment of the ancient evil that is reborn time and time again. He has given up on reincarnation transformation and assumed his pure, enraged form. If set free upon our world, the destruction will be unlike anything ever seen before. I entrust you with the bow of light, a powerful weapon in the face of evil. Link, you may not yet be at a point where you have fully recovered your power, or all of your memories. But courage need not be remembered, for it is never forgotten.
Okay, and now we fight the true form of Ganon. And with it, a weapon from Zelda, the Bow of Light. And with it... we can take on Ganon itself. Okay, so I'm going to equip this. Make sure I unequip all my other stuff.
That energy covering Ganon's body is called malice.
I know this is very inopportune, but it is very important.
Now I will hold the malice back as much as I can, but my power is waning. Attack any glowing points that you see.
Okay, so now we have to use the Bow of Light, thankfully with infinite arrows, to take on Ganon. Come on, Umbra! Let's move!
The roof's protection is now ready to roll.
Okay, so thankfully, Zelda has very helpfully put weak spots on Ganon.
Ganon's power is weakening.
Alright, now all we have to do is just wait until she gets some more stuff. And maybe this wouldn't be a bad time to heal up a little bit. Alright, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Alright, let's try to get some more gates back.
Quickly now.
There. Darn tree. There.
It's working.
Alright. About one more go, and I think we've got this. Just gotta wait for Zelda to put the weak spots back on so I can actually fire on him. Uh-oh. 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 Go, Umbra!
Hurry, Link.
It's on the other side. It's on the other side. Why is it on the other side? Oh! Oh, it's not the other side. It's around the back.
So close.
Okay. We're getting there. I'm not...
Look up there.
Look up where? Zelda, you're gonna have to be a little bit more specific on that. Oh. Well, you know that'll work.
That's the very core of Ganon's being. Do what you must, Link.
That didn't quite seem to work. Alright, that'll work. Perfect! Say goodnight, Ganon!
keeping watch over you all this time. I've witnessed your struggles to return to us, as well as your trials in battle. I always thought, no, I always believed that you would find a way to defeat Ganon. I never lost faith in you over these many years. Thank you, Link. The hero of Hyrule. May I ask, do you really remember me?
And this has been Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. You know, when I first started doing this, I didn't expect this to take over a year to do. But, well, here we are. A little over a year later, after the conclusion of the 2,000 subscriber special. Since that was the reason for doing this. Breath of the Wild, at its core, is the 2,000 subscriber special. And, well, it feels strange now that it's done. It's always one of those things where you've been at something for such a long time that when it's finally done, it's like, huh, we're done now. Now what? But it has been fun just going back, playing through Breath of the Wild again. Because I know I mentioned this story probably when I first started this journey. But I did play Breath of the Wild quite a lot when it first came out, and then proceeded to not play it for over a year. Essentially, 3 games came out in very close succession to one another, and, well, the first one was Dragon Quest VIII on the 3DS, and I played that a lot until Breath of the Wild came out. I played that a lot, and then Persona 5 came out, and then I played that a lot, and then I didn't really go back to the other 2 for a while. I did eventually get back to play Dragon Quest VIII, and I did eventually finish that. But it took me well over a year before I finally decided to just go back and just go and kill Ganon. It was really weird going back after not having played for a year and then immediately go fight Ganon, but I was able to do so. And then coming back here and just kind of reliving all of the different, well, things that I experienced before. Like, I remember just going to Death Mountain second, and that was kind of a difficult thing to get through. And then go to Rito Village third, and it was like, oh, well, this is easy. Why did I have so much trouble at Death Mountain? So, that sort of information helped me just gauge the general progression of going through this time around. And there was a lot of things that I hadn't done. I hadn't gone and done all the quests. I hadn't gone and done all the shrines. I didn't even step foot in doing any of the DLC, even though I had bought it. So actually going and getting my money's worth after all these years actually feels nice. But it is just an interesting experience, because Breath of the Wild can go any number which ways. There's plenty of armor sets that I just straight up ignored. So many upgrades that I could have had as well, and I just didn't go out and get because, you know, it seemed too much of a hassle. Especially for, like, the classic green tunic. Like, why do you have to go and just hit the dragons in a specific spot to upgrade those? But that's neither here nor there. At the very least, just getting through Breath of the Wild again. I mean, this is a fun game. It is fun, it is expansive, it can be any number level of difficulty that you want. And honestly, developing skills that I never bothered to do, even on my first playthrough. Parrying and reflecting blasts towards the end, which is something I just kind of picked up because it's like, hey, this would be a lot easier if I got good at this one mechanic real quick. Let me just get real good at it in a jiffy. And somehow that ended up working pretty well. But then there was also shield surfing, which I always never really did. Always never. Great use of words, Destro. I never did shield surfing just because, well, it used up your shield durability, so why? Which is also why I have so many shields at any given point. But it is just one of those skills that you develop pretty quickly. And it actually doesn't really take all that much skill with, at least with shield surfing, in order to get done with what you need to get done. Yes, I didn't bother and get all the Koroks. Only madmen go and do that. It's one thing to go and get, like, a ton of blue coins and sunshine. But 800 or 900 Koroks is just insane. Especially since you only really need half of them. The other half, you don't even need. It's just an interesting little bonus thing at the end with Hetsu if you manage to get all of them. Which, yes, I know, it's just a giant golden turd. Honestly, compared to other Zelda games, I mean, Breath of the Wild is a very different game compared to other Zelda games. That much anyone can tell you. But I would rank it up there as among, like, the best Zelda has to offer. And of course, we have Breath of the Wild 2 coming out. We've got Age of Calamity, which is already out and is honestly a game that I need to buy still. I want to play it. I do love Dynasty Warrior type games, as long as it's not actual Dynasty Warriors. I played Hyrule Warriors and Fire Emblem Warriors. Gonna get Strikers when that comes out soon. So, that'll be nice. Will I do a project on that? Yeah, maybe. But there are a bunch of other things that are on the backlog that I might want to give Breath of the Wild just a little bit of breathing room before I try to delve into something else. And maybe just Zelda in general. Because again, we've been at this for over a year. So it has been quite some time since we started this adventure. But at the very least, I will be doing the compendium since I did go out of my way to make sure I got those last 3 photos. I'm hoping to do Trial of the Sword at some point in time. I don't know when I will go out and do that. I honestly have no idea when I want to just sit down and do that. Especially since I can sit down and do it and fail and have to restart everything all over again. Like it was back in episode 51. Wow, that was actually about the halfway point in the series, wasn't it? But yeah, hopefully I can actually do the Trial of the Sword and it won't go the way of, like, the Final Fantasy VII optional bosses or the battle CDs in Gale of Darkness, where I said I'd do that, and then I've gone, just, no, never doing those 2 things. Hopefully Trial of the Sword doesn't become that. I'm hoping that I will eventually go and do that. But that will be at some point in the future. For now, enjoy the compendium when that comes out the next time in the rotation. And until next time, everyone, take care.
We'll make our way to Zora's domain. Divine Beast Varuta. Looks like it's stopped working. Let's investigate the situation. Miva's father. I believe he would like to hear more about her. The least we can do is visit him and offer him some closure. Although Ganon is gone for now, there is still so much more for us to do, and so many painful memories that we must bear. I believe in my heart that if all of us work together, we can restore Hyrule to its former glory. Perhaps even beyond, but it all must start with us. Let's be off. I can no longer hear the voice inside the sword. I suppose it would make sense if my power had dwindled over the past 100 years. I'm surprised to admit it, but I can accept that.